posting on Google or on the internet how you could just like peel the top off of a branded K-Cup and then like tape it on top of the generic K-Cup because that had whatever.
Look that up now. That's intriguing.
I'm going off of memory from like probably like 10 years ago.
Well, I also remember I thought the dude that invented the K-Cup almost offed himself too. I think because right. Well, I think what it was is at the time when he made it, he just never really thought it through of what you were causing yourself to do. Every cup of coffee is stuff in the trash.
It is.
No, it is. You're exactly right. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things you just don't want to think about.
Well, every cup of coffee I brew is a filter, which also goes in the trash. Although the paper filter probably biodegrades better than the plastic cup.
How unhygienic you are here in a second. we're gonna rock out to Craig's Cove again since that's all I had.
Perfectly hygienic. I showered yesterday.
Okay, here we go. Then I'm gonna get my coffee.
Okay,
it's gonna get real.
Gonna get real.
Why was that delayed?
I don't know.
Never mind. Whoops.
Program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact.
a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I know that, dude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure. A monkey's might fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh! My heart just stopped! Ah, there it goes.
You always say bye, humbug at the approach of this season. I hope these few minutes of musical therapy are changing your tune. Here's a song that helps in stubborn cases.
Dashing through the snow.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry there's no bouncing ball, but the lyrics are on the screen.
Well, I'm not.
No,
Hello.
but your elbow is.
Hello. My elbow. All the way. With the elbow on the sleigh. Hey. With the elbow on the sleigh. I don't think that's right.
Yes, Sparky, that is Mitch Miller.
I don't think that's right.
Sparky recognized it.
It's who?
Mitch Miller. Dude, we're still staring at your elbow.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to. I'm doing something.
You're
I'm doing something while you're doing your.
You're making faces at Mitch Miller.
Yes. As far as you can't tell. Why is this not working? Do 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 do. That was pretty.
That's very good.
There you go. That was very good.
No. There it is.
No?
Oh, I'm. Well, I didn't mean to say no. I meant to say yes.
Yes. Your words were saying no,
My words were saying no.
but your camera is saying also no.
Which finds.
Sparky's dad played these records when he was a kid. And, there we go. We got cats. Dude,
What?
this is
What
this is a good thing.
Yeah, look at this.
This is a good thing.
I don't know which one's which. There's the three.
They're friendly. They're your friends.
The 3 girl
They're your
cats.
friendly friends. Have these cats ever done anything wrong to you?
Kara Kitty, Alyssa, and what was the other one? Velvet.
Velvet.
Yeah. Ray's somewhere. I don't know.
These are your friends. Look at how
Rabbit.
they're now there is a cat that is becoming chummy.
And right on cue, the dachshunds are inflating outside. If you notice.
These cats are getting more chummy with the missus.
Yeah, they're not quite
I
as
noticed.
they're not quite as freaked out.
Yeah.
But they won't come to us.
I mean, that one cat was coming right up to her while she's putting the bowl down.
Because when I came home earlier, they kind of started walking toward. Now she had to kind of reevaluate where she spreads it out because they're friends, but they're not friends.
Yeah, that's
cats. Cats don't eat out of the same bowl, which I haven't figured that out either.
No, they don't.
One eats until it's done, and then number two comes in, and somehow there's some sort of order where they preemptively look up. Yeah, they have some order.
Sometimes they trade bowls. Sometimes they,
Don't you go in my garage? Get out of my garage! Hello, cat in the garage. Hello.
She's watching this.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry,
dude. Your wife is awesome.
I didn't mean to yell.
Love Mrs. Dune.
I didn't mean to yell into the microphone.
We love Mrs. Dune. She is amazing.
We don't want cats. We don't need cats.
You got the best wife, dude.
We don't need cats in the garage. No, they're a little too chummy.
You absolutely do need cats in the garage. Your wife knows this. You haven't figured this out yet.
That's my space. Hello, OX. How you doing?
Your space is right in front of the computer.
Sparky. Sparky, do you need cats? I can ship. I can ship them. I'll pack them in those leaves. Oh God!
Have they figured out how the doggy door works yet?
No. The doggy door is for doggies, not for kitties. There, now, cat, now run in there. Yeah, now run in there. So that works out for you. Okay, that was almost an issue.
Almost an issue.
That was almost an issue. Okay, so these things are fully erect now.
Okay,
he said erect.
Dune's dogs are fully erect.
Yes, my blow-up dogs. 1 kitty, 2 kitty. Okay, there we go. And yes, according to my cameras, it is 9:30 at 11:38 in the morning because I'm lazy and screw it anyway. Okay. Oh, I should probably fix my cam now.
Yeah.
Okay. Unhook. Stop mirroring. There we go. Okay, fine. Stop mirroring. Okay, fine. I got it. Got it good.
Got it. Good.
Then I gotta find them a thingy. And do
find your thingy.
And do them a thing. Where am I? There.
Gotta find your thingy. Put it in the hole, and
put the thing in the box. Hey, there it is.
And get her to open the box.
It's a coffee day, Johnny.
What does coffee day mean?
Something says I needed coffee today.
Because I think this is the first time in all our years doing this show that you've come to the show with a mug of coffee.
It absolutely is. I don't know. I've been hankering for coffee for some reason.
You just hankering for a coffee.
Probably. You know what? I know what it was. I had a little drinky drink last night.
You had a little drinky drink.
Today was coffee day. That's what it is.
So you've been drinking coffee all day?
No. It's second cup. Had one this morning. And then, actually, you know what? Maybe there is a reason. Hear me out. Okay, so I used the last of my half and half this morning. So on the way back from a friend's house from eating lunch, I stopped at Dillon's and got some new half and half, which said thick and creamy half and half, which I've never heard of.
So you wanted to find out how the thick and creamy
half
in your coffee compares to the plain half and half.
That's it. And I don't know, maybe I think I need more, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not making the sound. I could.
Well, I have leftover pumpkin puree in a container in the fridge.
Ooh, that sounds chunky.
And it's puree, so it's got a consistency to it.
Gotcha.
And it's left because when you actually make your own from pumpkin,
cheeseburger
you don't get the exact
pizza
amount.
Sparky, cheeseburger pizza. Go ahead.
See, when you buy the can of pumpkin, you get the exact amount for a pie. When you make your own pumpkin puree for pumpkin, you get more than you need for a pie than you got leftover pumpkin puree. So I was thinking this morning, well, I could make some pumpkin pancakes. But I didn't have milk, but I had half and half, which is basically milk and a little extra. So I used half and half in the recipe for the pumpkin batter in the pancake batter that I then also added the pumpkin and the cinnamon.
Pumpkin
and the ginger and the
batter,
cloves.
He says.
Pumpkin pancake batter.
Not as in batter, swing batter. Not that one, right?
No, it's more of the, flip batter, flapjacks.
There, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
No, so Sparky was wondering where I ate it. I ate at Nola's today. That's what I had. Nola's Pizza. And they have this awesome pizza called the Cheeseburger Pizza. Right there. Beef, onions, diced pickles, mustard, and cheddar cheese. It is OW awesome. So good.
Well, at least it's not pineapple.
Don't be that guy. Hey, I think
you want to put pineapple on your pizza, you do you.
I think I ate a piece of pizza with pineapple one time, for two reasons. One, to see what it tastes like, and two, because it was the only piece left.
And then you found out what it tastes like, and why it was the only piece left.
It wasn't like I went, and threw up or anything. It just, no. It's just...
Well, there's one thing we can all agree on is that kiwi pizza is just right out.
But here's the whole thing. Look at these. So we got the cheeseburger pizza, which is, like I said, they got one called the Coney Island, which is awesome. It's chili, onions, diced pickles, beef, all beef hot dogs, cheddar cheese, and topped with a swirl of mustard. That was pretty. The buffalo chicken, can't go wrong with buffalo chicken.
Now, if you tried to serve the Coney Island pizza at Coney Island, you're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Sorry to serve pizza like that.
Ship him back in the box.
Don't bring something. Don't be serving your pizza like that in New York.
No, I don't think you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, Johnny, I just want you to know, did you notice the two styles of pizza? New York style, Chicago style.
Okay.
So, and the New York ain't New York.
No,
the New York is
Chicago
like,
probably is.
No, Chicago is okay thick. It's not bad. It's not like crazy thick. And New York is one's the thicker, one's thinner. So, right. But anyway, that's it. If you're wondering, that's so there you go. I'm sorry. OX64 he's ducking. He heard the gunshot. You can't do that, Dune. It's a little too realistic around here. Well, listen, it would have been in bad taste right now to use this sound. And that's as far as I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to leave that there and take a drink of my coffee. And we're not going to talk about...
We're all going to drink the coffee.
We're all going to drink the coffee. Even Mars. Where's Mars? Is Mars drinking coffee?
Mars drinking the coffee.
Does Mars drink coffee all day? Do you know?
Yes.
There he is.
Yes.
Sparky X-nay on the nay.
Yeah.
Because it's not... No. Just no.
We're here for entertainment purposes, not downer purposes.
No. Absolutely.
No, and Dune being aggravated by cats on his lawn is uplifting and entertaining for all.
And screaming through doors.
It's entertaining for everyone but one person.
And screaming, yeah. I mean, look, here. Okay, you know what? Yesterday during the show, during the 5-ish show, I said, yeah, and I keep saying we'll probably talk about cats or something.
Oh yeah,
is what I said.
And we don't mean the musical.
No, yeah, boom, boom. Let me see. Where the button be? There's the button. There we go. Is this going to work? I don't think I've ever tried.
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever tried using.
And Momo Momo does sit on my lap a lot, but not all the time. Like the first few days, but she is.
This is not a Twitch find, by the way, but I sent this to Johnny.
Momo's in her bed, just kind of chilling in her bed with her, doing her little sleepy thing.
Oh, there we go. There it is. Yeah. So this happened. There's now a receptacle to hold. Said
to keep it fresh.
32-pound bag.
Fuck. 32 pounds.
32 pounds. So this is what I came home to today.
Yeah.
I drive up. Now I want you to see how close that line represents the line that goes into my garage. They just sit there. They don't even care. I drive right past them and they're like, yeah, whatever. And then they want to just walk around and say like, yo, where's the lady at that does the food stuff? And then it looks at me. I don't know which one this is. You have to figure these out. I don't know. You can. and then it starts going. Oh, I think that was it. That was as close as it came.
They start meowing at you yet?
Possibly. I don't know. I'm too busy going like, go away.
Oh, they love you, dude.
Just go away. Just don't. Just go somewhere else and swish your tail around.
They're your cats now, dude.
No, I got to admit that one looks like it's been through some shit, doesn't it? That looks like the kind of cat you send to go out and take care of other cats. Just saying.
I could be.
That cat has had to fight for its place in the food bowl line. But
well, this cat.
But I still have not been able to observe. I'm still convinced they're all girl cats. I don't know. Maybe not. That one's
you not found any cat balls?
I haven't seen. No, there's been no
ball sightings.
No ball sightings. No, there has not been. So there you go.
So they're either female or fixed, but yeah.
What is this? Oh, I can't talk about that.
Uh-oh.
No. It was. I had a money making idea.
A money making idea.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, someone already thought of the.
I'm going to text
from the cat's
Johnny.
tail.
I'm going to text you this picture.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you what my money making idea was, and then you tell me if it will get me canceled or not.
How did I become the authority on this?
My idea is to take what you see in the picture, buy them, open them up, take one from each and put it in the other, reseal them and sell them. That's my idea.
So I don't have the picture.
No, I'm sending it now because I want to watch you. I want to watch you react live. Okay.
Open, trade, reseal.
Yes. So take one and put it in the other one. So there's now a unmatched set. I think I could be onto something here.
I don't. Whether or not that's cancelable really depends on your motivation.
Well, I think it's inclusive.
I think it is.
It is. I don't know.
What's your motivation?
Well, money, obviously.
I see nothing wrong with this.
I didn't either, but I'm afraid to say it out loud. Now everybody wants to know. Everybody's going to go crazy. What is it? What is it?
You know, remember that? Do you ever see that scene from The Office where Toby wants to buy that doll that's hard to find for his daughter? And,
Twitch rated? No, it's not the Twitch rated. OX64 is already offended.
Basically, Dune found a display of what are these fraternal twin dolls?
They're twin dolls. Yes.
Oh, they're twin. Well, no, I say fraternal because their clothes are different.
Okay, you know what? Here it is. This is what I found. Dune's
suggesting that he ought to sell mix and match.
Yes, I buy these things and I put one. Yes, I think that would. Of course,
for adoption families or mixed family. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with this idea.
I mean, they got a cute puppy with them. Look at this.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, comes with a puppy or a dinosaur.
You could make or a dinosaur
or a dinosaur
because that's realistic.
I don't know what that is. That looks like
or a little. Well, they're little stuffed animal thingies.
Yeah,
little stuffed.
I think it's brilliant, but I think
the kid has the doll.
The problem is there would be certain amount of people that would be.
Well, it all comes down to people.
And I took this for you because I didn't know if you had ornaments, if you needed ornaments or not.
Oh, I got more ornaments than I need. You know. You start your first Christmas with a bunch of cheap baubles, and then as you work your way up, you use less and less baubles every year. So yeah, I have boxes of baubles I don't even open.
Sparky, are you in here?
Decorating the tree.
I got a new shirt, Sparky. I thought you might like it. Just saying. Sparky likes the shirt. And then, Poison Apple was on this weekend. She sent me.
I like that shirt better.
She sent me. That's a great shirt. She only pops out once a year. It's good to don't see her very much. What else do I have in here I can't show people?
Power tools.
This is me telling my son, go buy this one.
What's your son doing that he needs a reciprocating saw?
I went to his house to put in a sink.
Oh,
and so he needed to have a sink.
Now here's a key. If you need to put a light fixture into your ceiling and your house uses plaster, do not use a reciprocating saw.
Oh yes, that's true. Now this here, my wife, we went to lunch at a place that was kind of like by a little river thing, And I see this dog way out in the distance. Like, that dog isn't moving. It's just, it's not doing anything. Well, then I took a picture and zoomed in and realized it's not really a dog. It's like a statue of a dog. But I don't know. I don't know what it makes no sense. It's just there.
Well, and it's kind of like up in Maine on the side of the main road. There was this big statue of a moose that had quite the impressive sack, and
no sack on this one.
No sack on that.
So I don't know what I don't really know what this was.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. My frosty crown, of course.
Frosty.
It's not quite that. It's not quite that full now. And of course, oh yeah, that's right. Or we already talked about.
Wait, what are you trying to say? No, kidding.
Jonny.
Well, you're the one that started this with the dolls and being worried.
Why do I have? What is? What? I must have sent this to Jonny. It's the redheaded girl. Anytime you see a girl with red hair on my feed, it's something.
I don't know why you sent me redheaded girl. I like all kinds of hair.
I don't know what she's saying though.
Okay, I don't either.
You know, it can't be bad.
I like redheads. I like blondes. I like brunettes. I like I like a lot of hair.
Let me see if I can get some sound out of this.
I like it all. Not a fan of the bald look, but otherwise, yeah.
Lay back. I guess it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, well, that's okay. You know, Gothard sent me a little something recently, and of course, if you're gonna send someone a joke, at least be nice enough to not steal the person's punchline, because Gothard sent me the joke, and gave me the punchline that I was going to respond with. So here's the joke he sent me. It's audio, so we don't really need to.
Oh my God. Jonny. Is this with or without auto-tune?
It just keeps going too.
That's horrible.
And of course, the obvious joke is, that's great, but why did you just send me a regular recording of Mariah Carey?
I was ready. I
mean, that's the obvious response, right?
It's not that one. It's not that one.
Sparky wants to know what the $2,029 figure on your phone is.
Yeah, one, two.
We don't know. What are you spending over $2,000 on, dude?
Is it that one? No.
That's a lot of cat food, dude. That is a lot of cat food.
I thought it was that one. Oh well. We'll fix that in post.
Sir Mars saying, "Oh yay, dude's buying the new MacBook Pro."
Sparky, he must. I don't know what he does. Does he like capture the screen over
he must.
And over and over? Is that what it is?
I mean, I was surprised you were sharing as lucid free as you were, knowing
I wasn't
Sparky's. I mean, I was like, while trying to come up with responses, also peeking like, ooh, is he going to share something he shouldn't?
Look, I've got this.
but I don't have the eye that Sparky has.
This is going to bug me until I get this working. Just give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay. All right. So Dune's going to get his thing working.
I want this to work.
Let's see. Meanwhile,
this used to work. You do your work. I'll do my work.
So Gothard also sent me another one, and I don't know how to respond to this one because I'm not sure what this is or what to make of it, but I think it's AI related because I don't think soda and iced tea pair together all that as well as this song is implying. But let me see if I can get this to play from the beginning unmuted. You and me are like Coke and iced tea. Oh, yummy. Love is so gay, but not in a homo way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also not sure what to make of the accent that's singing this as well. I think this is bad AI. Although it's captioned, "Don't skip your English class."
Johnny trying to get me canceled there. Now, of course, I'm going to get popped on YouTube for this because somebody owns this and doesn't want us to play it.
Oh no, you're gonna get popped for the Mitch Miller, obviously.
Oh God, yeah. If you wonder, that's one of my Monday morning things is to send Johnny a screenshot of what I got popped on YouTube the night before. Here,
although it's a screenshot of you just can't monetize it.
Yeah, it's not like strike. There's no strikes, but it just says.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
generally. Every now and then
you're not going to get
a disgruntled
no
person that says, "Don't let it be shown in."
You
Russia.
would be Sparky. You would be a great. Sparky asked a question. Okay, so here's you know what you asked the question. You deserve an answer. You deserve an answer.
What did Dune drop $2,000 on?
I have been dabbling in the stock market. That's what's going on. I thought to myself, I've been buying a little bit of silver here and there. Just with extra money when I get some extra cash. I've been buying like $100 of different stocks. That's what I've been doing. That's what it is. So this is that was my account for Robinhood. It's got $2,000 in it. That's what it is. So that's what it is. If you're wondering, the Dune stocks, I don't know if you want to follow me because my shit ain't gonna be that perfect. I tend to don't know anything about the stock market, which makes me an awesome person to be able to go and get into it. Not catcoin.
Generally
no,
avoided that. I've stayed away from that stuff myself.
I mean, I got some interesting ones here. I do. I mean, I figured I would go with things that I knew that I used, like Uber, things like that. I used Chewy for dog food.
Okay.
I think they sell cat food, but I'm not sure. Dog food for Chewy. What else? I even bought a fufu stock because I thought it would make Johnny feel good. I bought
Sparky pointing out that 401k is stocks. Well, yeah, I have one. I'm sure Dune has one.
Yes,
that's different.
No, I actually put.
Hey, you take this. You figure out what to do with the stocks.
Yeah, that's right. You do what you do, and I'll do what I do. But
and if everything takes a shit like 2 years before I need to retire, then I'm just screwed. So
I bought some Johnny stocks. I did, which is one of them is called Canopy Growth. Is that one? Oh, which is it's a weed stock.
I don't really care for the weed.
But
I dabbled a little bit, and I thought I didn't like it.
You can have the weed. I cannot have the weed, so it's Johnny stock. When I can have the weed, then it'll be Dune stock, but not until then.
It's been legal in California for way longer than Massachusetts.
I'm not in California.
But you're not calling it the Mars stock.
No. Well, wait a second. Mars, do you partake? Are you a gummy bear guy?
He doesn't. He partakes less than I do.
What happens when people that can't see well take gummies? Do they see colors? Wait, he used to be able to see though. Nope. You don't see colors, or nope, you don't do
Mars,
the gummies.
Mars doesn't do any of that stuff.
I spent hours one night just watching gummy stories on YouTube, and they are so awesome. They are some good.
Those animated
no,
stories about the trips?
But they're not even animated. It's just people's own stories because they're all the same. I took a gummy. Okay. I waited 30 minutes. It was bullshit, so I took 2 more. An hour later, I was on the porch with no pants, or something like that. It's usually something like that. But anyway, I did that. I have. What else do I have? I bought one specifically to make you feel better. Is it this one here?
To make me feel better.
Yes, because I want you to know that I am inclusive, and I I am also in charge of inclusive. OPTT. I got that. I got 300 shares of OPTT. I like it as OPP now.
Yeah, you know me.
So OPTT is what I got. Ocean Power Technologies. It actually sounds kind of cool. And if you go look at what kind of took me to it is if you see what they do, it's kind of neat.
Okay.
Do you see it? It's a here, let me bring it up on the screen so you can see it. OPTT. So it's these cats. It's these cats right here, and they make these things that go in the ocean and make power. So I guess with the waves, that's the sound of the ocean.
They harness the power of the ocean.
Yeah. Now I don't think they're they're not made to temporarily. They're not going to power me in Kansas, but I think they power things like oil rigs and shit that's out in the ocean, for lack of a better term.
That's not bad.
But anyway, I thought it was kind of cool. That's the only reason I saw the OPT, and I was looking for stocks that were not doing so well, which is a really good reason to buy. Hey, dumbass, they're not doing well. I should go buy some of that.
Buy low,
but no,
sell
and
high.
They've got a great website. I had to give them credit for that. I thought that was cool.
Okay.
I don't know if I would put a picture of a hurricane on my website. Just saying.
Well, that's a lot of power that's over the ocean.
Yeah.
If you can harness that.
Okay,
that
John,
would be impressive.
See, John, but anyway, I thought you would like this. You probably thought this would be pretty cool. And I thought it was cool.
If it works.
Well, it's not just it's not a, what do you call it?
Yeah.
It's not just something they're thinking about. It's actually being used.
Well, that's cool.
But it's kind of neat to watch. I watched it. I spent way too much time watching crap. So I got that one. What else do I got the other ones. Some of them I won't speak of because they might trigger you. I did buy Ruger stock, which is gun stock. They're doing horrible.
Okay.
I'm
You're torn up over that.
Yes. I bought one called I bought one that my I was going to say my neighbor. He's not my neighbor. The dude next to me, the office to the right of me, there. And then my neighbor,
office to the right of you.
He had bought some crazy amount of stock in this one, so I got it, and actually, it's been doing pretty good. He cleaned up. Oh my God, he did great. Uber Chewy. Then I got what is this one here? This will make Johnny. I bought petroleum stock. It's doing really good.
Yeah, that's
it's doing
it did a little thing there.
Yeah, it did a thing. It did a thing.
If you turn it upside down, does that make it look
makes
better?
it hugely different, but I can't make the color flip to green for some reason. That I can't get.
The phone's got settings for that. You just need to wear special glasses for that.
And then the Uber one's interesting. I don't know what the deal is with Uber. I mean, it's like everybody's in Uber. Nobody's on Uber. Then we're back to normal.
Well, I mean, Uber does a bang up job of exploiting workers for to pay them as little as possible. So. But that's a game that everyone plays.
The sad thing is, there's a lot of things I want to. There's a lot of things I'd like to invest in, but they're not on the stock exchange. But Bitcoin went to 103,000. I got a little bit of Bitcoin. I don't got much. I got my Ethereum, my Litecoin, and I got something. I was given, because I answered 5 questions on this app, which that means it must be worth a lot of money. Some cryptocurrency called AVAX. And it's actually those are the cryptos that are all going crazy, and those numbers on there are what they cost, not what I have. So I had $100,000 worth of crypto. I wouldn't
crypto's kind of. I
wouldn't
mean,
be talking to you guys right now. That's for damn sure.
Interesting. Crypto really died down after the huge.
And it's
I don't even know if people are still getting rich off of that.
Less talking, more drinking. Wow, Dune, what? Wow, what? Are you? Am I boring you, or are you just impressed that I know about crypto? I don't. You buy it, and it either goes up or it goes down.
Yeah, a guy taught Dune about crypto. He's the guy that, told us all about where they filmed the moon landing.
I got this. This. Yes. Hang on. Oh, let's hope I can find this again. So I'm looking here. I'm looking.
Okay.
N-E-D.
Okay, Dune's looking for something right now.
door. I should have looked at that in a different place. No. Oh, I gotta find this. Let me.
Isn't that the worst when you think of a perfect thing to talk about?
I'm trying to search for cryptocurrency explained, and you can't do that because everybody out there in the world
has an explanation for it.
Now you know what? This is one, but not the one. This is not the one.
Not the one.
Okay. I know, John. I'm sorry. I know this is. You're just like doing your boss. You're boring me. I know that. I can't help it. This is what happens like when you're talking about quad.
That's
I'm
okay.
kidding. That's
all,
not nice.
Yeah.
That's not nice. Here. This is not the one, but it's a one. It's Bitcoin explained.
The steak sauce.
So he lost his pop. He gets two.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, this is cool." So, see, through his pack of cigarettes, he gets two cartons.
Yeah.
And he takes he grabs some money, and he sticks some money in there. And he gets a whole bunch of money back. And he's like, "Oh man, that's awesome! I better put some more money in here." So now I'm gonna put some gold.
This is where now he's all in.
Now that's right. Now he's like, oh, this shit's gonna
this
shit's gonna get real now. There you go. There you go.
That is a story I have heard told many, many, many times.
So that was it. That wasn't the one.
and they always have the line, "But I could do it again." I was on top, and then little mishap, and I lost it all. But I know I can do it again.
Yeah, see, I can't just search. You can't just search Bitcoin explained on YouTube. That doesn't work.
It's
but that's not the
very volatile trading, which means that you could swing really high, or you could swing really low.
I found one that was a different one that had sound that was really cool, but it was the same thing. The guy, because the one I found was a guy. He's like sitting down eating lunch, and the hand comes out and taps the guy on the shoulder, and the guy's like, the hand's going like this, so he hands the pop to him, and then two pops come out. So it starts, it's the same thing. But, it's like does anybody else have these friends? There are people I've known over the years that always whenever they talk about going to Las Vegas, they always talk about how it always pays for itself every time they go there. I think they might be lying, because I'm thinking it might have paid once or twice, but I'm not sure.
I don't think every time.
I don't think every time. That's right. I don't think so.
No,
it does pay back every time.
What's that?
A ride to Kansas in a 72 Chevelle. That has a payback like no other. Hours of streaming goodness.
I think the tow truck ain't free, dude. you know that
you just don't have faith, Johnny. You don't have faith.
AAA will take you to the nearest service station, but they ain't taking you to Kansas.
It's gonna be so sad. Johnny's gonna call me one of these days. Hey, you remember that Chevelle? Yeah, I think you could come get it now. I said, Johnny, I'm 79. I can't do Chevelle anymore. That's what's going to be. That's what's going to happen, Johnny. That's how sad this story is. That's how sad this story is.
If I'm going to bring this up, I need to find a way to convey that we're really serious.
I don't know.
You don't see. You're waffling.
I don't know how to tell. I don't know how. The whole thing, like I said, the whole thing. It's not like I'm trying to buy some classic car that's worth $1 billion, because it's not.
No.
I'm just trying to save something that's going to be in the dirt in a few years, and then going to go straight from that parking spot to a salvage yard, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Sadly enough. I hate that about cars. I really do.
Dune,
I'm not saying to be mean.
Well, here's the other thing to keep in mind about this car. It's ultimately going to fall to me and my siblings to figure out where this car goes, and I don't think any one of us has it in us to send Pop-Pop's car to the crusher, so it's going to end up in my driveway.
Would you really do that, though? Would you really put that in your driveway?
I'd do that before I'd send it to a crusher.
Okay. You know what? I'll give you credit. Like I said, I understand.
I don't know how I'm going to get it to my driveway.
I understand sentimental, whatever. I understand. I get it.
Yeah, that's listen.
This is what the thing is. Living in the world of YouTube anymore, I love watching car stuff on YouTube, and there's nothing more sad than just to watch stuff that just, it's just, they go to a place and they go, hey, this is would you ever think about saying, oh God, no, I'm going to fix this up and we're going to be driving it. And of course, 20 years later, they go back, the guy's passed away, his family's selling all the crap now. And that same car that had some value 20 years earlier is now just a rusted husk in the ground. And it's just,
I think by the time my dad took the car home, it didn't really have much value.
No, that's just it. It's parked outside on the gravel in New York, in New Jersey, and it's just
New Jersey.
Imagine it's just going. It's okay, John. It's cool. I get it.
I'd drive it if I could drive it, but I drove it once and I couldn't make it stop very easily because I have.
Oh, Johnny,
I have no concept of standard brakes.
It will stop. It's not a problem. It'll stop.
Yeah.
It may not stop when you want it to stop, but it will stop.
I want it to stop when I want it to stop.
This is not the PPV, the perpetual motion, or PMV, perpetual motion vehicle. It will stop. There we go.
Yeah, eventually, but the brakes are just not.
No, but listen, I will tell you this though, seriously, and like I said, I don't like talking about what happens later in life because that brings us both down. But
right,
if truthfully, if it would go to you and your brother or sister, whatever, and one of you would be the caretaker, that's pretty awesome, and I would say that's cool.
It really shouldn't, because the only thing I could do is park it in a driveway and let it continue to rot.
Oh, so no. Johnny, if it was at your driveway, it would not be a problem, because guess where Sparky I would be when you went to Disneyland? Boom, done. I can hotwire that bitch. Boom, zang, zing, gone. He and I are doing donuts. You'll see little circles out in front of your house. That's that car doing donuts before we left.
So which one of you is sitting behind the wheel? Which one of you is pushing the car?
No, Sparky can make fire, Johnny.
What, we're going to burn it?
No, I'm just saying, between the two of us, we can get this. He knows where you live.
Look. If I have the car,
I know
and
how
you both want to come over and help me play with the car, you're welcome to come on over. I don't even have to give you directions.
You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll come over, we'll fix the car, and we'll say, hey, listen, we're going to go take it around the block for a spin. And then Johnny's like an hour later going like, should I go look for him? Because you think we're like broken down on the side of the road. Oh, no. We're on the way to drop Sparky off, then going back to Dune's house. That's it.
Okay.
And then I'm
okay with that.
I know what I could do. I will theoretically sell you the plot where the car sits at my house, and then technically you can say, I got it parked on my land.
Yeah,
I got it parked on my land. No, I don't know. I don't know if Kansas would be too keen with me selling you part of. No, never mind. That ain't happening. You'd never pass the background.
Kansas have a problem with that.
You wouldn't pass the background test.
I wouldn't pass the background test to own a
house
driveway in Kansas.
Yes, absolutely not.
I think the requirement is, can you afford it? You're good. That's generally
we have scruples here. I'm kidding.
I don't think you do.
I'm kidding. It's not true. It's not totally true.
Yeah. Not.
It's only mostly sort of true. There we go.
I don't think it is.
No. But anyway, like I said,
think the background check is. Do you have money?
I know it's one of those things. Like it's. I don't want you beating up Pop about that stuff because I know you're afraid of him anyway. So
I'm not afraid of him. Not as much as I used to be, but that. you know,
I'm not taking this shit anymore. You've never said that, I bet.
Here's the thing: when my buttons are pushed,
are you taller than him now?
I don't think so.
Okay.
When my buttons are pushed, I do reach a point of no F's left to give, which means I write checks I can't cash at times, and that has made for unpleasant situations when it's not like I could just leave and go to my own house.
Yeah, because I think I think if I remember one of the stories you told, the last time you pulled that off, you got a roundhouse kick to the side of your head or something like that. So I understand.
There were never kicks to the head. There may have been some shaking.
No. It was that friend of yours, the one you hauled off and whacked because he was pissing you off.
Oh yes,
yeah.
The friend.
That's what I was talking about.
The friend that I Genocide Rob.
He had it coming.
Genocide Rob decided to race someone to the exit of the parking lot, and Genocide Rob was all pissed off that the race ended in a collision, and all he could talk about the whole night was, I had the right of way because I was approaching the exit from here. So I had the right of way.
I was in the midst of an illegal drag race to which I had the right of way.
But I had the right of way.
Yes.
So he was in the wrong to crash into me.
Yes.
And how am I going to explain this to my grandparents? And
what about the other guy? What about the other guy?
They both decided to go their separate ways.
Is that you or me?
That's me.
Okay.
They're still looking for me, and they're closing in. But anyways, so the whole night we're hanging out, all he's doing is bitching and moaning about, which, to be fair to him, yeah, I could see how he's not able to quite relax because now he's got to deal with this damaged car that's his grandparents' car that they let him use, that he's got to bring home with a huge dent in one side of it. Although, to be fair, he took care of it. A few months later, he made the car symmetrical again by getting in another crash on the other side. But that
that's what happens.
He swore that car came out of nowhere while he was making a left turn out of the McDonald's.
There we go.
But so yeah, he gets in the race in the parking lot. He had the right of way. The other guy was in the wrong, but they decided to just go their separate ways and not involve insurance or law enforcement or things like that.
Yeah, and because I don't think the police would agree about the whole right of way thing. Just saying.
Well, I think technically speaking, if they weren't racing, he was coming from the direction that he had the right of way to go through, and this car coming from the side should have yielded right of way. But then again, they both saw each other coming and sped up towards each other. So I don't know how right of way rules work in the situation.
Hey, Tracy, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hello, Tracy. So
yeah, I don't know how.
So the point is he wouldn't shut the fuck up about it all night because he was worried about how he's going to explain this, and that's okay. I get that. The problem I had is every time I tried to, if someone's going to complain about something nonstop, it's only natural that you had to say something in response.
You were trying to be positive about the situation, or give constructive feedback is what the term is.
Right, and he kept shutting me down. Shut up! You don't know. You don't drive. You can't understand. And again, he's had a bad day, so you kind of let that ride for the first hour or two. But by hour 3 of just being shut down time after time, a man can only take so much.
Oh, God.
And so we reached the point where we decided we're going to go to White Castle. And we go to the White Castle. And we parked the car. And we get out of the car, and he just would not stop. And so this turned into a excursion to get something to eat from White Castle to getting into a fight in the parking lot of White Castle, because he just would not stop. And I just reached that point of seeing red where it's like, that's it. I'm going to punch him.
It's cool.
And I think it's the only time in my life I reached that point of, that's it. I'm going to punch this guy. Mind you, this guy's got some level of belt in karate, and I was in the marching band, which doesn't really help when it comes to throwing a punch.
I think, you know what?
So I was a little outclassed, is what I'm saying.
Johnny,
here.
you had stamina. That's what you had.
I had stamina.
You had discipline and stamina. That's what you
discipline, stamina, and I know how to use my lips.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that does.
There we go.
So that's it. I'm going to punch him, and I clenched my hand, probably incorrectly. I'm sure there are many YouTube tutorials showing me all the ways that I did this wrong, and I pulled back and I put every ounce of being into this punch.
He was
and punched him square in the arm. And
in the arm.
Well, I was just aiming for the human-shaped figure in front of me.
Yes.
I wasn't looking to knock him out in the face or anything. I didn't want to give anyone a black eye. I just wanted to exert my frustration into this guy. So a punch in the arm was adequate for what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's right. That bruise, buddy. Take it.
And let me tell you, man, did that hurt. The way I pulled my arm from doing that.
It hurt. It's like your dad said, this is going to hurt me a lot more. This is going to hurt you.
This hurt me a lot more than it hurt him.
That's right.
My right arm.
Now I do have a serious question of you.
Okay.
If you can help me with this. How can we get you and Addie to a White Castle?
I'm sorry. You said me and then you broke up. I think there's a problem with your microphone.
Okay, me and to the
I'm borrowing a chapter from your book, Dune.
Thank you. You know what? That's there. I like that. I shouldn't say that. You say the name 3 times and he shows up.
Yeah. So at that he like barely reacted, and then he did some sort of a fancy spin kick towards me. I jumped back just enough that he barely touched me with his foot, and then I immediately doubled over and acted like he hurt at me because I was angry at him
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, you should. Yeah, I got you.
I'm like, oh, I can't believe. He's like, I barely touched you. I'm like, oh, that fucking hurt. Because I was angry and I wanted him to feel bad about it, even though he barely hurt me.
So how did it turn out with the car? How did it turn out with these cars? Johnny,
we ended up not eating at White Castle. We basically decided we better get back out in the car and get the fuck out of here before the cops show up, because we basically just got into a fight in a parking lot, which is one of these things that you don't. I don't know.
Really, you know what? These days they would have just thought you were LARPing. LARPing.
Yeah. I don't think that was a word, but
it is now. That's what I'm saying.
It is now.
It is now.
Basically, we realized at this point, holy shit, we basically got into a fight in a public parking lot in front of a business that probably isn't too happy about this. Let's not go inside. Let's get the fuck. And I was pissed off because I was hungry. But I understood. Yeah, we probably should get out of here before police show up.
Well, think about it. I mean, think about it. How would that look? You know, it starts out as a small innocent fight at a White Castle, and the next thing you know, it comes up on the record when they search it, when you're hanging out with those teenagers at that scary tree thing.
Tree.
That's all you need. Oh, by the way, you're the same guy. You're the same guy from the White House.
You got a
White
record.
Castle. I remember you. You know,
you were punching people. I was punching this guy who was being as obnoxious back then as he's being right now, officer. And I'd do it again.
That'd be great. I think I know you. I remember you from the White Castle.
These are completely different. Actually,
they could have been the same. They could have been the same. That's the whole thing. The guy was just a young rookie back then. Now he's the old pissed off cop.
So the epilogue.
And I'm sorry, listen, I understand that everybody listening, all of you don't know what we're talking about, but just make it up as you go along.
Some of you do. We're talking about the tree.
That's true.
Yeah. The OX64, Sparky Toaster, Mod Pro, they know
the
tree.
That's right. There's nobody.
They listen to it every year. They tune out at this point.
That's right. By now they're going,
comes up because they know the story.
Tree, teenagers, cops.
So we now, mind you, Doug was driving that night. So we're all in Doug's car. We left Genocide Rob's dented car in the parking lot of the Kmart. So at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm done. Take him back to his car.
What kind of car was it, by the way?
Genocide Rob's car that he crashed in a race? A Chevy Cavalier.
Okay.
Adam Sandler wrote a song about that car. But so at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm done. I'm never speaking to you again. You're cool, but I'm never speaking to you again. You know, I'm just
trying to see if I can find a picture of it.
It would be a blue late 80s Chevy Cavalier is what it would be.
See, he could have done this. He could have went and parked it somewhere and said, "Oh man, Mom, there was a squirrel. A squirrel ran out in front of me." And
I think he ended up telling his grandparents it was a hit and run while that happened in the parking lot while he was working. He was finished working. He came out to the car.
And it was like that. That's probably good.
And it was like that.
This could be it. That could be the one right there.
That could be the.
Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it went away. I don't know how bad this was.
I mean, well, it was over. It was a dent over the front tire that when he would go over a bump, you'd hear the tire scraping against the indentation. It also made it difficult to open up the car, to open up the front car door because of the deformity at the hinge.
It could be.
But that worked its way out over the next few months.
I'm thinking that one right there. That's
it's not quite as bad as that. I mean, it was it didn't damage the light, and it didn't like remove the panel like how it's breaking away from the door there.
It was just enough to really. I mean, there's a difference between having Grandma kick your ass and having Grandma kick your ass. You know, so I get it.
Anyways, so I basically, when we left the White Castle, I was like, I am done with this friendship. Like, Robert, I'm done. I don't ever want, just take me home and I'm done here. You know, Doug, you, me, we cool. Rob, you, me, we're not cool. So Doug, take us back to Kmart, get him to his car, take me home, and we're done. And so Doug decided that he didn't want to, Doug wanted to intervene. Because Doug didn't want to see me and Robert stop being friends because we were kind of three musketeers. We were one for all for one. So if me and Robert were going to have tension, that was going to break up the whole group. And he didn't want to deal with, visitation rights between his two friends that aren't speaking to each other anymore. So Doug decided that what he was going to do is he was going to park in the Kmart and he was going to say, all right, guys, I'm not moving this car until you two work it out, which was stupid for two reasons. One, only one of us was being held hostage here. The other one's car is right in the parking lot, so Genocide Rob could have just walked over to his car and left. Two, Genocide Rob decided, all right, we're going to have this out in this parking lot now. So at that point, Genocide Rob says, okay, Doug says, I'm not leaving this spot until you two work this out. And Rob said, all right, Gators, we're working this out. Get out here. Let's have it out. And I'm like, I don't want to get out of the car because I don't want to get in a real fight in the parking lot. My arm still hurts from the last one.
I have to assume, or I hope anyway, the guy who said you're going to work it out was talking about you two guys hugging it out, not necessarily thugging it out.
Yeah, he did not. Well, he later apologized to me for this because he's like, I'm sorry. I didn't expect him to take it that way.
Hey, that's another great shirt, by the way.
Talk it.
Johnny, mm-hmm. Hug it out.
Yeah.
Don't thug it out.
Hug it out.
Boom.
Right.
Don't thug it out.
So Robert decides he's going to pull me out of Doug's car. I decide I'm not going to let him pull me out of Doug's car. So I latch on to the passenger front seat because I'm in the back seat. I grab onto it. And so he's pulling me and I'm pulling the seat. And it's to the point where Doug's worried that he's going to rip the seat out of the car. So Doug starts trying to knock my hands off the seat so I don't damage his car. Because also it's really his parents' car. So at some point, Rob pulled me out of the car. And after he pulled me out of the car, it's like, okay, well, I win. You know, I got you out of the car. Like at that point, it's like, all right, we're done. Let's go home. Like, I think we all laughed it off at that point, although I was still pissed. Robert drove his car home. Doug drove me home. He's like, look, I'm sorry. I didn't think he was going to do that. I'm like, whatever.
You should have called Grandma.
I didn't want to get him in real trouble.
He totally lied to you, Grandma. No, we don't do things like that. No.
To be honest, I was pretty much endorsing, like, just lie if it'll make you feel better, because, like, I'm tired of hearing you.
If all else fails, lie. There we go.
You know. Well, if your friend is complaining about what am I going to tell my grandparents, and it's like, well, tell them the truth and be miserable for it, or lie to them and get away with it. Which one's more likely to make them feel a little better about the situation?
That's true. Hey, John,
that was my logic at the time.
Have you thought about selling advertising on the side of that cat?
Wouldn't
that be great? You just take some airbrush and do the Johnny show.
Yeah, Dune, why don't you try to airbrush one of the cats in your yard and let us know how that goes?
Well, I mean, that one needs to stay pretty chill. It lets you take the stencil and take some spray paint. I'm kidding, by the way, Johnny's wife, if you're listening. Mostly. I'm not talking about doing that.
There we go.
Don't spray paint Johnny's anyway.
Don't paint the cat.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So Sparky's here, and
yes.
Whenever that car gets over to your house, we'll take care of that. Sparky, you in, by the way? Can I count you in? I think so.
This is many years out.
It'd save us money because we wouldn't have to worry about putting all 4 speakers in, because we don't need no stinking quad. Yeah. We wouldn't need that. 1 speaker's enough because we both listen to talk radio. Anyway.
Yeah, Rush is dead, right? Sorry, I don't know who took his place. I don't know what you'd listen to now. That's just where my mind went. My bad. I'll wave and go my bad.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for it.
I should have done that. Dan Bongino.
Dude, is that who you listen to now? This Dan guy?
Actually, I don't. Dan Bongino did take Rush's spot.
Oh, he took the time slot.
He took the time slot. I listened to Dana, is who I listened to.
Dana. Okay.
A hot brunette named Dana.
A hot brunette named Dana.
And she has guns.
Literally or figuratively or both?
Oh, both. Absolutely both. Johnny, if it makes you feel any better, she used to be on CNN.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Because I totally follow CNN.
Oh, you do. You know you do.
If I just want some quick news, I see what the headlines are on CNN.com. That's about as much as I care about the news.
Johnny's like that.
But, yeah.
What they do? Oh, kidding. No. Yeah, Dan Bongino is actually cool. Dan Bongino he was a former, he's a cop also, but he was also in the Secret Service for many, many years. I think he was Secret Service for the last Bush, and then he was with Obama. I think he was there for 3 different presidents. I think it was because
Okay, all right, but he can't talk about it. I take it.
No, I mean he can talk about what he can talk about.
But he can't talk.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he he can talk about what he can talk about. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I do.
I don't know what they can talk about. I tell you, some of the people I watch in some of the shows, I don't think they care anyway. They just talk anyway.
And then they suddenly disappear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're like, what happened to that guy? What guy would that be? I don't know. Yeah, people have been known to disappear. That's the scary thing is you don't want to be that guy. Put a tracker
Don't want to be that guy.
Put a tracker on Johnny. That's what I'll do. Put an air tag on Johnny.
I'm not worth tracking.
Oh.
I'm not.
It'd be boring anyway if I put an air tag on you. You work from home. How fun is that?
Home.
Oh look,
home,
Johnny's.
Home,
oh look, Johnny's home. Oh look, he's home
One
again.
day a week he goes to the office. Home.
Yeah, now he's home. He's home again. There we go.
I went into the office 3 days this past week. By the way,
yes, Sparky.
you know,
3 days, 3 whole days.
3 days.
That was that's like an animal, Johnny. Oh my god.
And one of them was Friday. I had to go into the office on a Friday.
But you don't have to drive.
I don't, but I'm at the mercy of the MBTA.
Well, I mean, you walked to. What did you do?
Yeah.
What did he do?
I walked. What did who do?
What did OX do?
He posted a. Oh.
Why did that not come up on my chat?
Let's see.
Since when does Kick have clips?
Oh.
I didn't know that.
We're gonna have to find out what that is.
I didn't realize that was. I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, this is when I was giving you the look. I always wondered what this looked like.
Okay.
Oh, this looks like a guy's getting ready to punch you in the arm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing that you're halfway across the country from me. I was quite glad at that moment.
That's pretty awesome. I'd never seen that before.
It was at that moment I realized it was a good thing you were halfway across the country from me.
Johnny, I'm too old to chase you.
Well, it just goes to show how out of touch I am. My mindset is, why would you listen to AM radio anymore? The person who used to be the big conservative blowhard on the radio is dead, as if no other radio hosts could ever
wait a
exist.
second. OX, did you not post that? Did you not? You didn't post that. That's awesome. He clipped it.
Okay.
And I think, I don't know. It just never mind. I don't know.
Anyway,
something about internet rhymes with Y. Johnny said, I don't know, something like that.
I don't know.
Anyway, by the way, I was playing some jams last night, dude.
Yeah.
It was getting real. Would you pop in for a little bit?
I popped in for a little bit.
Is there any old NHB people in here? I never got Damon to answer the phone. He never answered me.
No, he don't take our calls anymore.
You know what? Hang on a second. I'm a little pissed. I sent him a text.
Is there a way we could make our phone number show up as Russ Sucks on the caller ID?
I'm gonna fix this. What I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna call him on my cell phone.
Oh. You think he'll pick up for that?
Why is there's different numbers in here? It says iPhone and then mobile, and then shit! It's got to be this one. It's got to be. It's got to be. Oh man!
Thank you and have a great day.
Okay, Damon, I'm convinced you have me blocked now. I sent you a message asking a question because love you like brother. I don't know what that has to do with the question. You know what I mean? And now you're not taking my calls. So I'm going to have somebody do a wellness check. And I don't know anybody that lives in that area. And Johnny doesn't have he only has half a tank of gas. So anyway.
Actually, I got 3/4 tank of gas.
Oh, he has 3/4 of a tank. Okay. Anyway, how's it going? And if you figure that question out, let me know. Hook a brother up. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace to Victor. Is that what we say? Peace.
Word to Victor.
Word to Victor. Okay. Take care.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, I wrote him last night. Yo, Damon, it's Dune. Random question because I'm old. That's what I actually wrote.
Yeah.
Because I'm old, it says, hello, but by the way, hello. I said, hello, by the way. There's a short-lived show on, there was a show called Choke Radio that was on.
Right.
And I
remember hearing about it.
And I don't remember the guy's name, and he's probably, I don't know how to look at the list to see. He was in here last night. during the Five Hit show, and because he said hello, he goes hello from 22 years ago is how he started the conversation. And I thought, oh my God, because there was only a few short-lived shows, and the only one we remember and still don't know the name of is what's his name?
Trey Dog.
Trey Dog. If maybe Trey Dog and this guy did a show together.
There were some short-lived shows, and Choke Radio was before my time. Trey Dog was right around the time before I joined, when I was listening a lot. And then Reckless Radio was after I joined.
What intrigued me about Trey Dog is he was around during a time where we were going through, Damon doing the you must clip this and that and all this stuff, and he was that all that stuff. And
it was before he was really worn down.
Well, the whole thing is, and Trey Dog was fully engulfed in the station. He came to all the meetings. He was there. He was on the schedule, and then he never did a show. He did like one or two shows, and that was it. And
like one or two. But the only thing I remember about Trey Dog was his promo was in the rotation for a long time.
Yes, forever. We could probably still have it somewhere, but that's the whole thing. So we never did figure out. One, who Trey Dog was, and then two, is Trey Dog still among us? That would be the most important question.
Because then at some point, I think Trey Dog got fired technically from the station for not showing up, although he could say
probably.
But I don't know how that ended. But I know when I shifted over to DEF CON briefly, Trey Dog was listed on DEF CON's site, but I never heard him do a show on DEF CON.
Well, that's the thing.
I don't think he even had a promo.
That's something else that's kind of interesting. This guy last night he asked about venison, which I thought was interesting.
I saw that.
He remembered venison. I had told him, I said, sadly, venison
stew. He asked about venison stew.
Whether he was on NHB, I said, and
I
I couldn't think of Wild Bunch. That's what it was. I couldn't think of Wild Bunch. And then what's Zoe's channel? That's not Wild Bunch, is it?
That was Wild Bunch.
Okay, I guess
Although
it was
Zoe took over Wild Bunch.
Okay,
Wild Bunch was, I think Forge and Loopy were very involved with Wild Bunch.
Yes,
I don't know a whole lot about the early days. But then at some point there was some mass exodus of something happened that people got pissed off and they all walked off the station. And then Zoe kind of picked up the remains of it and turned it into what it became for the rest of its life.
I still have some.
Forge and Loopy came over to NHB and until Andrew pissed them off, and then Andrew got demoted, and then they stuck around.
There's still stories from venison. There's still personal stories I have with venison that I'll never talk to you about, but they are so funny.
What can you tell me?
Well, it's and I wish it's one of those things I didn't record it. There was some stuff that went down that I should have recorded, because Venison was always big on certain sayings that he would always. One of Venison's favorite sayings was "as predicted." He was big on that. If you ever remember Venison, he would always say, "And this happened as predicted," and he would say that like whoever these people were had predicted this was going to happen, and it happened, so that makes it legit. And of course, I got to the point where I start calling bullshit. And I go check this shit out and find out that's completely bullshit and wrong, and ask him about it. And then he'd go like, "How about with them Bears?" You
are so hopelessly right.
So I'm going to tell you. Okay, I'm going to tell you this story.
Okay,
just because.
We tell the story because we love venison.
No. It was just funny because it was just venison being he was what's the term when he was the victim of bad reporting. That's all it was. He fell into somebody was trying to glamorize something. I still have Vin. There we go. I still have the web pages or whatever, but what it was there was, and I don't remember what had transpired before this, but it was a racial thing. Obviously, that's kind of the way stuff with venison was.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
how stereotypical Caucasian
Thank you.
are you people?
That's exactly what it was. So what happened is a story came out, and I'm going to paraphrase this because I know I'm going to butcher it, but I could probably go find it. But where somebody got into an altercation with somebody else and then a gun was drawn and the person was shot, and it's like that. And he was like, whatever it was, there was things involved, and he was just like, I'm gonna watch this like nobody's business. I'm not letting this one go by the wayside. And he was gonna make sure that justice was done. And I was just like, I think I remember hearing about this story.
All from his couch.
So I went. So what happened? The short version of it is he's on the air, and I said, "Hey, Venison, I'm gonna send you a link. I think you might be interested in seeing a picture of the guy who did the shooting." So I sent him the link, and he clicked on it, and the stream went silent for quite some time. And it was just that and I just dropped it. And he went on, and I never brought it up again. But it was like I said, it was just a perfect storm of it was just feelings that got involved before finding. He fucked around but didn't find out first. That's what happened, basically. I see. So the story.
And then he found out.
Well, he found out that what he thought happened was 180 degrees off of what happened. It's like the story was there, but the positions were switched, so it no longer had the same Venn narrative that he had just espoused on the air, right. Basically, is what it was. So that's all.
It didn't have the motivation that he thought it
yes, had. It was. So it just kind of went. It was just priceless, like I said, because he was being professional, right down, because he was trying not to have dead air.
Right.
It's like, yeah. Because I think the first thing was first did Dune send me a fake link that he pasted up? Because I would do that, of course, But no, that's not the case.
Well, some people would, but that's not ever your style.
I had this. That was like when I had my first iPhone back then. Is what that was, because I saved it, and iPhone used to have a setting called I think it was called like reading list or something like that. Does that sound familiar? Is there any iPhoneites out there?
I don't.
Is that what we call them? Johnny, you are. You like iPhones.
I only owned one and I hated it.
Oh, you just couldn't handle it or something like that.
I actually don't like phones in general. I don't like devices that can only be used. I don't like devices that that strictly control what you can install on them, as if you don't.
Because I used to put stuff in here. Of.
I mean, could you imagine if they start selling laptops the way they sell phones? You can only install apps that we personally approve of in our store, and that's it. Could you imagine if they tried to sell a laptop like that?
I thought I was sharing the screen for a second. I was like, oh, holy shit. Oops, we're sorry. This one's not. I guess that's what I used to do. I would put this into my to read later list.
Okay.
And never. Oh, this is funny. A peek inside Obama's presidential pad. I know what this one was about.
Okay.
That was something. That's just a picture of a house, is all that is.
Okay.
Content not found. It's probably on there.
Okay. What are we doing right now?
I'm looking for stuff. I was trying to find that. I wasn't going to. I shouldn't even do it. I'm not going to show it if I find it.
Oh, so that's why we're looking for it.
That's what. Listen, you're not the only person that can be ADHD around here. Just saying.
I got paperwork that says I'm not anymore.
Really? I don't think I heard of that. So I don't want to hear the shit.
I didn't really tell the rest of the story, but basically they couldn't rule out ADHD, but they didn't have enough to classify me as ADHD anymore. So yeah, I got papers that say that
what the hell? Why do I have this? Can't. That's kind of cool.
Okay, all right.
That's neat.
Oh, those are like fake. Those are like
they're
apps, right?
they're plugins.
Right. So they're digital. They're not fancy pieces of real equipment. They're just made to look like. They're cool images. What are we doing? We're doing a show, right?
You are. You're supposed to be talking while I'm still ADHDing out while you talk about ADHD.
Well, I'm ADHDing out, and I don't have an excuse anymore. But I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I finished my story.
So you were tested, and they said you're not on the hook anymore. By the way, if you're wondering,
they said that they could not determine. From my testing, whether they couldn't rule it out, but they couldn't diagnose it. So apparently, my coping mechanisms have evolved enough over the years that I can't easily.
You know what you should have done when they were telling you that?
What's that?
You should have went. What were we talking about? what?
You know, I thought about that after the fact. Because one of the things is in the report, he spent a lot of time talking about how I presented myself when I showed up and how I presented as well-adjusted, and normal, and everything. And it's I guess it's part of build his case for my normalcy. So yeah, no, it's.
Aren't you worth more to him? Fucked up though. I'm sorry. Did I say that? Whoa. I mean. He made. Aren't you worth more to him as a case that needs to be looked at and medicated? Sorry, OX. Earplugs. Earmuffs. Sorry.
I guess he has morals.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Not everyone can be bought.
I would say you probably have a weird version of ADHD. I think you do.
Oh, I know I do, because I was diagnosed with it as younger. And the point is I've evolved to a point of coping and handling.
No, that's the way. That's the way it works.
When I do testing,
it's like I'm dyslexic, but I deal with it. It's the same thing. You can't fix my broken. There, how you like that? You like them apples?
You know like what?
Them broken apples. That's right.
I've basically gone through life feeling like I'm just faking it. But what's the difference between faking it and really doing it? Because if you're faking it, you're still doing it. So how is that fake? It's all about how you feel, But I think we all feel like we're.
Well, no, I don't think it's the whole thing. Is when you call it a disease, it gets kind of weird. Because I don't think it is. I just think it's just.
Well, I think that's more a symptom of how screwed up language in general is. Because how do you describe things?
Arm damage.
Thank you, OX.
Thank you, OX. No, it's just damage. Well, it's getting things. I don't know. ADHD. Listen, there's different versions of it and different levels of it.
Yeah.
There's a person I watch on. Well, I see them on, like, I don't know if it's on YouTube Shorts or on Instagram Shorts or whatever, but it's
iShorts.
It could be iShorts. Thank you. I almost posted a picture of that last night for some weird reason. That's crazy. Anyway, see, there's my ADHD right there. That's what it was. I'm going to go talk about iShorts now. No, I'm not.
Let's go watch more iShorts.
Yeah. Then we'll talk about this next week and never talk about it. But
yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Now I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to piss you all off.
No, go for it.
I forgot what I was talking about. ADHD. Oh my God! It just
different types.
Different types.
Levels.
Yeah. Oh yes, it's a girl on Instagram. That's it. So it's a guy and his wife, and he takes videos of her and just explains. This is how my ADHD wife does things, and it's just horrible. You feel so bad for her because she walks in and she's like. I walked downstairs and I was hungry. I wanted to get something to eat, but I walk over and the sink is full of dishes that need to go in the dishwasher. And then I have to put the dishes in the dishwasher, but I open the dishwasher up, and the dishwasher's full. And now I have to unload the dishwasher to put the dishes in dishes. And then my kid wants some juice box stuff, and it just turns into a shitstorm. You're like, oh my God. Because I guess you get to the point where you just can't.
That's called being a mother.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just, but it was just killing her. I mean, the way she was explaining it is like, And so it's like I can't do this because of this, because of this, because of this, because of this, because of this. So I'm going to do nothing. It's basically what it was.
Does she have one of those magic tables?
Oh, the table magic thing. No, unfortunately not. She needs.
You know the clip
table.
I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly the clip you're talking about. I could probably find it. Yeah, the magic.
I think I've got it. I've got it right here.
Here, I'll let you play
okay.
it. Johnny can play the magic table if nobody.
The magic coffee table.
If you haven't seen
that's
this,
all you need to do.
Now this we don't want this to split up any couples out there, by the way, because you may have one of these tables.
Help. Yeah.
You may have one of these tables.
You got to be real careful with these tables.
You might have one and not realize it. That's the thing.
If you get too close to it, I'm just saying you really got to be careful around these tables here. All right,
too much happening. I want a nap. That's it.
So did you say you were going to make dinner? I couldn't remember. What?
I just wish you'd take some initiative and cook your own dinner for once. I've been at work too, and now I get to come home and pack the dishwasher and then unpack the dishwasher and cook dinner and put the washing on. And you know what? I can't continue to live like this because it's not me.
Hey, relax. It's going to be all right.
How?
Here, I'll just show you. Okay, I've been doing this since you moved in. See this basket thing? I don't know how it happens, if it's the house or what, but any dirty clothes you put in this basket, somehow the next day they're just clean, folded, and in a perfect pile in your bed.
You're not serious.
I couldn't believe it at first either, but it just keeps happening. That's why I didn't tell you. I didn't want to jinx it.
You are insane.
Try it, you'll see. Unless it's only chosen me. See, I don't know.
There you go. I've always tried to figure out what's on his shirt. I can't figure.
There's other things too. Plates, cutlery, pizza boxes, dirty tissues, anything you leave on this coffee table just vanishes overnight. I mean, sometimes I'll see how far I can push this thing and I'll just leave shit everywhere. And then sure enough, the next day...
I'm sorry.
It's all gone. It's just vanished.
It's a guy on a motorcycle? Okay, that's what it is.
It's a magic table.
No, she wouldn't have left me. This is what I think happened. I heard her get up in the middle of the night to get a drink or something. She must have fallen onto the magic coffee table and just vanished.
Are you insane?
No, he's not insane. I've got the same coffee table at home.
Now listen,
got the same coffee
obviously
table.
That's funny, but it's also a little too real. And listen, I'll tell you, Johnny you were the oldest of three, correct?
Oldest of four.
Four. I was the youngest of three. So I was the worst case scenario for you. I was the baby. So I was the last one living at the house, and I referred to the drawers the magic drawers at my house because I was the only person living there with my mom and dad, and my mom and dad had both been retired. So mom didn't really have a whole lot to do, and she still stayed on the up at 5 o'clock in the morning schedule because that's she's wired that way as a teacher. And it was like I could put a shirt in the hamper, and the next day, if I wanted to wear that shirt, it was hanging up in the closet. So that was my joke I used to tell people. God bless her soul, because that's what it was. So I had that. Now, Johnny, of course, being the oldest. Maybe that's why your dad's so mean to you. You were the oldest son. You knew better, Johnny. That's what it was. Poor dude's mom.
Don't you start with me.
I'm not going to. No. Oh, gosh. See, the day I
think you tapped into some primal rage there.
The day I get to meet Johnny.
I don't know what came over me.
The day I get to meet Johnny's dad is going to be awesome. That's going to be a fun conversation.
He's mellowed out quite a bit.
Well, no, he's not going to scare me. I could take him, Johnny. I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying. I just think it'd be a fun conversation. Hey, so let's talk. Let's crack open one of them light beers and talk. Or whatever.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he's even going to crack over the light beer now. He's got the medication that doesn't mix well with.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'll pop a med. I'll pop a med with him then. Boom.
Ah, there you go.
Both be on whatever he's on.
What you got? You got any of the good pills there?
Yeah, give me the good ones. Don't give me the ones that help you poop. I want the ones that help you smile. But wait a second. There's another shirt for you. I like the pills that make you smile, not the ones that make you poop. Are you keeping track of these, Sparky? Because I don't write these down anymore.
You stopped writing them down.
I stopped writing all this stuff down. Yeah, this is all just in the ether now.
Yeah.
I don't do it anymore.
I don't. We're going to have to go over the recordings one day.
Yes, there's puppies somewhere.
Yeah. So
and cats.
But I mean, oldest child and youngest child are very different. I certainly clash a lot with my youngest sibling, not as much as I used to. It really helps. When
How far apart were all of you? Pretty close.
Let's see, 79 to 88.
See, that's the thing with my brother and sister though. We're 10 and 10. That's a long time. Is it 10 or 5? 10 or no 5. We're 5 and 5 apart. That's a long time. 5 years.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty big stretch between the two.
No, we were spread out over 10 years. So it's it's a range. But me and the youngest, very. And I mean there are things of that. I'm the stereotypical oldest child. Everything was my fault. I was responsible for everything.
Yes, that's true.
My brother's a stereotypical middle child, and my youngest sister's a stereotypical youngest child, the baby of the family.
She was the one. She's the one that would come. She was the one who would come home with blood on her hands, and I'd go like, "Oh, honey, are you okay? I can help you bury that body. Johnny, go help her bury the body."
No, it was more along the lines of if I looked at my youngest sister cross-eyed, I was in trouble for any little damn thing, and it was she was the one that started.
She's the one I like,
all
right?
The time. You'd get along with her.
Okay, that's the one I thought. Why do you have to say it that way? She's the one I like. Just get over it.
She's a Trump fan.
That wasn't even the point. I guarantee you that her and I could talk a good conversation, never even bring that word up.
No, you'd have a good time talking guns.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Sorry, OX. Sorry. What was the megahertz on that one, by the way? What state I don't know. Where do they all live in the New York greater area? Or are they all over?
They
the
all
place?
live in Jersey.
Okay,
they're all still in Jersey.
So none of them.
I'm the only one that made it out of the state.
So she doesn't know how to pump gas. We know that.
Right. Right.
She's seen it on TV once.
Well, she's been to Pennsylvania a few times.
Oh, okay.
So she's probably figured it out.
I'm kidding, Johnny's sister.
Now, my mom never pumped gas.
Well, lots of moms.
She'd always have to find. Whenever we went to Pennsylvania, she had to find someone.
Well, probably there was a time where that wasn't that big of a deal that places would do that, but not so much anymore.
I remember there was one time because remember one of our cars when I was younger was a diesel wagon, and so there was one time we stopped at a gas station and the only diesel pumps were out in the back, like where the trucks.
Okay, wait a second. We got to follow, and I need somebody to help me with enunciation on this.
Oh, okay.
Can you see that? I'm going to let you take a first whack at that.
You're going to let me take first whack at
yes,
at El Gordo de Buenos Aires.
So we should probably first figure out what that says in English, other than hola, which is
hola,
which is hello, because that's the only word I know.
Or it's a misspelling of hula.
No, hola, hello.
Yes,
ModPro speaks the lingo, said ModPro. Now I gotta wonder. You know what? I might have played some stuff that this cat dug last night, because I'm telling you what, I was playing some slamming stuff last night. I mean, absolutely. You should. Well, you were there.
Yeah.
I know you don't like the new stuff as much as I do, but it was still pretty cool. It had
good stuff.
It had lots of bass in it. There was bass all over the place.
Lots of bass.
There was lots of place. Okay, so now, Mark, you're going to have to help me out because we're speaking El Español. They don't know any English. They came to bug you. Well, thank you.
Oh, they're like cats.
There we go. That's awesome. I like that. Yeah, the name of last night's set was called Self-Care, Johnny, of all the things.
Self-care. You taking care of yourself, Dune?
That's it. I'm taking care of myself. God, I wish I knew which ones were which, because I had some that were just like, I mean, they were on freaking fire, man. I don't know which. I mean, they were just all over the place, man. They like make a nasty face kind of stuff, you know.
Well, you know, we it's been about a month, hasn't it? It's been at least a month since we've done.
We're due.
So I think
we're due.
So I think next Saturday, the 14th, we should do a show.
We could do that next Saturday.
All right.
Yeah. Now I gotta play this one. That
I gotta break out my peppermint themed vinyl.
Let me see if I can find it. There's this one song that's like literally. It's not even a song. It's just like a snippet. It's like a minute and something long. See if I can find it because it's so freaking cool that you probably won't even believe it because you'll think I'm lying. And I'm not lying. As far as
I don't think you're lying.
It's not that one.
Why would you lie?
Is it gone? 301, 351, 321. No. I'm not making this up.
Okay.
But it's making me into a liar because I'm not seeing it now. Maybe it was 2 minutes. I thought it was like a minute and something. Oh, well, you know what? Call me a liar because I don't see it now. But I played it last night and it was really cool.
I believe you.
No, you don't. You see, I don't believe that you believe me. That's the thing.
I really don't care, to be honest.
That's what I was wanting you to say out loud. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Thank you. Is it El Gordo, by the way? Is it if I just said, hey, El Gordo, thank you for tuning in. That's what I would say.
That works.
El Gordo, next week.
I'm going to say it works.
Can you tell El Gordo next week on the 5 Hit with Dune that guy that guy and this guy, we're going to be doing
this guy.
We're going to be playing some,
we're going to be doing it.
We're going to be playing some stuff.
We're going to be playing the tunes.
We are going to be playing things that only some people. I mean, think about it.
Some would describe it as jolly, festive.
Oh, no.
Seasonal.
No.
And Mod Pro is going to be there loving every moment of it.
It's going to be just like this.
Yes.
You're just sitting there going like, what is this? I don't know. It's just stuff. It's just sounds.
It's stuff.
It's just sounds in the universe.
I'm catching feels tonight. I'm catching feels.
Catching feels, Johnny.
Catching feels.
Catching feels. That was a good one. I like that. Because I said if you're going to catch anything with all the things you can catch these days, feels would be a good thing.
Catch and feel. Well, who are you catching feels from, Dune?
Sometimes you just can't ask these questions.
Well, I mean, you might be catching some feels from the neighborhood cats. I don't know.
Well, that's true, but I don't want. No.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I mean, before you know it, one will be curling up on your lap, and you'll be loving.
Is this? No, I think this is the other one I found that was really cool. Because it was actually I think it was a K-pop song.
Only time I see you one call.
What it was. Oh man! See, now you got me on. See, now my ADHD's taken over.
Okay,
that's it. Because I was playing. What was this one? No. This no. It was. Oh, is this one? This is the one that. Now you'll recognize this right off the bat. It's a remake, a remix, a rethink. I think this is one of the ones that OX likes so much. Okay. It starts out like, slow. Oh, yeah. You throw the bass in there. I mean, you get the bass.
You got the bass. You got that bass.
What? The bass face looks like you're pissed, though. Oh my God, that's so good. I can't keep playing that because I'm just gonna listen to that the rest of the show.
Yeah,
it's so
nothing
good.
wrong with that. We only got like 15 minutes to go anyway.
Well, that's true. We set out to talk.
And then I got to go put the tinsel on the tree.
We set out to talk about all kinds of things and didn't talk about any of them. Oh, Johnny, wait a second. I got to go take a picture of something real quick. Keep talking to the people. So
I'm going to talk.
Talk to El Gordo, but not in
El Gordo.
In his, talking. Talking a language that neither one of you understand. That's worth it.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Parlez-vous humma? No, that's that doesn't work either, I guess. But anyways, how you all doing out there? Question on everyone's mind might be, is Gators doing a show tomorrow? And the answer to that would be yes. As far as I know, I absolutely am. Tomorrow, Monday, at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Jonny Gators channel, I'll be doing the show.
Hey, it didn't lock.
And Dune will be there listening. Now, Dune is back.
If I leave the right way, it doesn't lock up. That's the good
If you
thing.
leave the right way, you got to back away like you're backing away from Her Majesty.
Back away slowly, Dune. Back away slowly.
Never face your back to Her Majesty.
Don't give. Wait, what?
Well, that's how. Well, actually, now it's the king, I suppose. But I think when walking away from royalty, you're supposed to back away and not turn your back to.
So here's royalty. What it was. I wanted you to see this because this is new this year. Twitch finds.
Okay.
There we go. So this is new this year. This is the Dune tree.
That's skinny.
It's actually Dune's. Yeah, it's kind of cute. It's minimal.
It is cute. That's nice if you just got a narrow space.
We don't have a lot of room. We're just it's just small. Yeah. It doesn't have the little thing on. We're going to put a skirt to hide all the crap. Hey, did you notice that, Johnny? Look at that.
Well, that's a nice
I think there's even some records down there. See them?
Yeah.
Guess how often we use it? We don't.
Where'd you get the turntable?
Anyway, our son gave it to us. So anyway,
nice.
This is what I wanted to talk about. This is what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, that's a weak looking star.
There's a Johnny thing about stars and angels, and I wasn't sure. And you would have asked this question, so I thought I'd just get it out of the way now.
That you have a star on your tree.
We have a star on our tree. Now, I forgot. Are you a star or an angel? I forgot.
Star.
Okay, so we're both. Then why? Why got be weak? It's a weak. Why? What? It's not lit.
Because that's Let me see if I can find a picture of my star.
It's just a little star. But
that's what I'm saying. It's just a little.
Well, if you put any bigger of a star, it would look like the Charlie Brown tree. Unfortunately, if I'm talking about.
Do some reinforcing is what you could do there. I'm sure you could. Let me see if I can find a picture. I don't have a picture of this year's tree yet, but I have some pictures.
What else
of
can
past
we
year's
zoom in
trees
on here?
My Facebook to.
Oh, that's the TV. That's not the back of my head. Okay. I was like, wait, what the hell? Dog pictures, something on the thing, wood.
Let's see.
Look, Johnny, wood.
Wood.
I got wood.
Yeah.
And the tree has, I think there's dachshund ornaments on here. I know that would shock you. There you go. See?
That's shocking.
Not a cat in sight. Just dachshunds.
Man, I haven't taken a picture of my Christmas tree in a long time.
And then some anti-stink stuff, which is it's candle wax without the heat, without the flame. But yeah, so there's a speaker. There's that. Now, of course, this only has 2 speakers, so don't judge me. It's one of those things.
So, anyways,
oh, wait a second. I'm thinking something didn't get put away for Halloween. Just saying.
So, anyways, I don't have a picture of my fake tree. My fake tree is narrower than when I would get real trees, although it's not quite as narrow as that tree. But some years ago, I took a picture of one of the years that we had a real tree. So this is a much bigger. This is much bigger than my fake tree, but that's my star on top of that tree.
Okay, so I see what you're saying. So you're saying I have an adequate star according to Johnny is what he's saying.
That is, I mean, it's 3-dimensional because I'm coming at it from an angle that you can
3
see.
3 men in a tree. Wait a second. I don't know if I want to click.
No,
on
3-dimensional, as in like you have 2 flat stars at 90-degree angles, and it's got a bulb in the middle that lights up.
That's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they have quad versions of what my son got us, so I don't think so. Could be.
But anyways, that was my tree some years ago. One of the last years that I bought a real tree. Well, we had a real tree in this house a few years.
We had a real tree a couple of years in this house, one or at least 1 year, maybe two, and it was it was very
real trees.
Getting them out is ugly. Just saying.
I mean, there's nothing as good as a real tree, and there's nothing as bad as a real tree.
That's true.
I mean, it smells like pine. It looks great.
It confuses the dogs, Johnny, is what I always say.
We were lucked out. Our cats never tried to climb our trees, although we didn't have a chance to see how this cat would act to a real tree.
You don't know yet.
Yeah, but the thing is, once you buy a fake tree, that's kind of it. You know, why go out and buy a real tree when you got the fake one in the basement that you already paid for? So it was one of those things. For a number of years, I kept saying, we'll buy a real tree one more time. This will be our last year, and next year we'll buy a fake tree. And I did that for a few years. And then I think once COVID hit, it's like, okay, we're not going out and buying a tree. We'll just get a fake tree.
Oh, here you go.
Googling for cats and
there
trees.
You go, yeah. Johnny, right there.
You can put a cat on top of the tree.
You can have a cat tree.
A cat tree.
And then of course this is typically what ends up happening when the cat's on the tree.
That does happen.
I think I've seen some videos of said thing happening. Not me, the wind knocked over the Christmas tree. Now you know this is going to be just ears. Oh, hey, whoa, hey now.
What did I miss?
I don't know. It's I think there was a knife involved or something.
I don't know what kind of tree this is.
I don't know what kind of tree that was.
I was on board.
So here we go. This isn't going to work out well for them. This is not going to work out well for them.
Yeah, no, don't get a bigger tree.
What are you doing,
Toby? So this is, if you're wondering why, here, make sure your cat's watching this, by the way.
Every Christmas, the tree becomes a jungle gym for
it's
the
stuck.
cat. Mission rescue activated.
Ah! Oh my God, where is that thing? Oh my, holy cow, is that cat?
Claws get stuck in things.
Do you wanna, why don't you get your hands under her? Jackson, can you?
There's too much going on in that house. There's wait. Oh, now this is, see, now this is a problem.
Is their new condo.
This is a problem.
Just think, this could be you, Dune.
Oh God, no. This is 12 minutes of cats and trees. Holy shit. I'm
gonna have to Google this.
There you go. This would be more. Oh, they're the anti-cat.
I was built to protect. The cat. Challenge accepted.
Yeah. No shit. Cat's like, I will.
It could jump over that quite easily.
Oh, here we go.
Beauty lasted 5 minutes. Then the cat took over.
We've never once had a dog that's tried to jump in the tree. They've pissed on him several times, but never jumped on him. There we go.
That's worse.
That's true. Uh-oh. Tiptoe through the snow. There we go.
Godzilla.
Now see, this is more like it. This is where cats. That's where the cat.
What Dune. That's what you're getting your stocking this year, right?
Yeah. No.
It seems the Christmas tree is safe this time, but the girl has trouble with the little gift from the cat.
Oh no, that's not. What the? That was a snake. A gardener snake or something. Now we're chasing the cat with the tree. Sure, why not? That should turn out well.
First Christmas, first tree, and first taste of holiday mischief.
See, that's what you need, Johnny. 72 little ones like that.
Oh yeah.
And then you can start dressing them up because they love that, by the way, I'm sure.
I have never tried to put a piece
that
of clothing
one
on
I think
cat.
is fake. That's right. Go play in the snow, white cats.
Falling, paws in the snow. These cats are living their best winter life.
Oh, hey,
this does not look good. I love the peanut sound.
I can watch this all night. Oh, new toy.
There we go.
When all other ways to protect the Christmas tree fail, You'll come up with
Hey, I never thought
methods
about that.
to try and keep the tree safe from the mischievous
They don't
cats.
like walking on that stuff, I don't think.
No, they do not.
Or tinfoil.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you're wondering,
That's just a cute cat.
If you're wondering about cats and trees, there's plenty of that.
Plenty
to go
of
around.
material.
You know what else I found? Now that you got me on that, I got to tell you about this.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do this. I got to be careful doing this. So this I don't know her name, but she has a TikTok page and then something else.
This is a square.
Do you remember this?
The square.
Yes. I love that girl.
Because
I rated her channel one time after the show. Yeah.
What? She's on Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, are you serious?
She does gaming. She does gaming on Twitch from time to time.
I had no idea. She does a whole bunch of stuff like this, and you can see it totally oogs her out. Well, so now people tag her in videos where they do this
about.
Yes.
It's like, that one thing that she's known for, but she's done so much more.
Oh, okay. Well, for some reason
she's quirky.
For some
she's
reson,
lovely.
She got
I
on.
adore her.
She got on my radar somehow, and I have. But I know why you like this so much. It's because you can relate.
Yes. And then this is the one where she.
The square.
That's right.
I think this one they actually do it right.
Yeah.
Up next.
And she gets happier as it goes. Mind you, she went to school for acting, I believe. So I think
right. The triangle hole.
You have to let me know what
exercises and acting.
What her Twitch channel is, if you know.
Yeah.
See, look how she's like, oh, it's happening. It's happening.
That goes in the arch hole.
And you have to wonder if this guy made this after knowing
the semicircle.
I don't know.
Yeah. Semicircle?
The semicircle.
That's right. The semicircle. There's a thin rectangle that goes in the thin rectangle.
I got off on a tangent watching this the other night.
The square.
You guessed it. That's right. The square hole.
Yes.
People have been tagging me in this. And
so there was. I'm trying to think which one, but there's all kinds of ones where people. Like,
that's right.
Yeah.
It goes in the square hole.
And she starts slamming stuff around.
Yeah.
I won't be able to find it now, but there's one that's like her niece or nephew or something.
Yes.
And it puts it in the wrong hole.
Yeah.
Digging square hole.
So you're gonna have to let me know if you can find her name, because I would love to know her Twitch channel. Because
her Twitch channel is tired_actor. Here, I could shout it out.
Yeah, it's exclamation point SO space.
Yeah,
you know how to do it. But I didn't realize she had the whole thing. So there, you know what? We're gonna have to go follow. I'm gonna have to go follow her right now. Because it was just so funny. I had no idea that and I'm not a TikTok person, so there we go. So I'm gonna.
Her name's Allison Burke, and I believe her shorts are basically exercises in conveying emotion and acting. They're exercises in acting, because that is what her aspirations are. And she is. She does some great stuff.
Well, no, it is. It absolutely, like I said, it's one of those things. I say everybody. I saw the original and thought it was funny. Well, I had no idea that it turned into what it turned into. It's like I said, it turned into basically her reacting to all these other people that were. And I hope she is acting, because otherwise they're just hard trolling, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, a lot of her shorts have to do with some kind of an obvious punchline, and then letting the camera run, and then like conveying some kind of like twist to a sadness or negative type of thing. But it's acting exercise.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, I know I'm behind the times because, like I said, I hadn't until like a couple of days ago discovered that there was a whole bunch of. I just ran into one of those things where it had all those clips, and there was a whole bunch of them. Like I said, the ones where she just loses her shit because somebody had a pumpkin they did the same thing with, and all that good stuff. Talking about trees, what? What is it?
I love these little pancake pats.
Oh, this was another one.
Oh, that's yes. I saw that. I saw that yesterday too, and I immediately thought about you when I saw that one, Johnny. I immediately thought about you when I saw this.
because I like to eat pancakes?
Because I know how stuff. Because once I found out that you also stress out when people leave like 2 or 3 seconds on a microwave.
I love these little pancake pats. They're my favorite. Pat pat. Pat pat. Oh my! I love these little
pancake pats.
Like I said, if some people won't get it, I totally get it. It's so funny. Okay, listen, work time. Listen, what's going on tomorrow? What's going on here? I'll play
tomorrow.
I'll play some jams while you talk about what's going on.
Yeah, tomorrow I do my little thing called
Insert title here.
I'll be here.
We don't know, Sparky. We don't know.
Mars should be here. Brian might be here, and we'll do our thing.
Mod Pro, go find somebody for us, please. Would you please? Please.
You know, I think the biggest insight that she's given to her real life. Well, she's given a few insights to her real life. She's posted clips of a pet that she owned, a cat, and that cat sadly passed, and so she loved her cat. She probably loves another cat. She's posted a few clips with her dad eating potato chips because there was some kind of thing that happened with a bag of potato chips, and hers sent a bunch of free samples to her to sample on the channel. But I think the thing that really gives me an insight into what is she really like in real life is when she posts the pictures of her doing her toe tapping and snapping simultaneously at a wedding on the dance floor.
There you go.
Which says to me, yes, this girl is quirky and she's like that in real life.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm sure she's going great places doing what she's doing.
There you go. So so don't forget tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, right?
8 p.m. Eastern.
Johnny Mars and friends. And we're going to go over and raid. Who is it? Destiny Guerra? I don't know if I know this person. I'm going to have to go check and see. And on the Green Machine side, we're going to go over, because some people came into there. By the way, Sparky and OX, thanks for going in there. We're going to go over and host DJ Zap, who's a cool cat. So there we go. Oh, I think we're doing it.
We're doing it? We're doing it live.
Does it say leave or join? Leave. I don't know. Did it work? Did we raid? I don't know. Not yet.
Oh, you know what? I've been in the chat without I never reloaded the channel. So you know what? I've been in the chat. Oh, there we go.
I think nope. It's changing. There it is. It worked. All right.
There it is.
All right, people. Johnny, you're a people. Take care.
All right.
Don't be a people. Wait, no.